Yo, what's good? What's good? Probably move this because what's good? Yeah. Yo, what's good? Cyber Tank. See Samurai Casual J. Oh, Twitch and their ads. Yeah, they be acting pretty annoying. Hold on, let me get everything set up. Set up. Trying to get the CN account going. Trying to see if YouTube is popping up in the comments. There we go. Ugh. How are y'all doing this morning, bro? Everybody chilling? Everybody good? Yeah, let's get some game music going. Just wanted to get in and show my face because I know I didn't show my face yesterday. Yesterday I was just really busy with the girls, and then this morning, the my oldest, she woke up with a fever. So I won't be able to stream too long today because I gotta keep like an eye on her because it's sir maintenance. Connection fail. Okay. Well, let me see what's going on with global. Wonder, would you still pull for the meta Tooth Fairy even if you already have Medicine Pocket DK and Sotheby? Uh, you can definitely get away with the game like without Tooth Fairy, right? Cyber Tank, like that's totally up to you.
Can I help you?
It's just mainly like if you want to like build an easier crit team. Like it's just easier to have a crit team with Tooth Fairy. You could always just get her later on, right? Like if she'll eventually have a rerun. If you just feel like it's better, like if there's another character that you're wanting more than Tooth Fairy, it's definitely okay, right? Like, and then like for Utu, Utu, you're only using one team. You can for sure get away with not having a Tooth Fairy. It's just again, if you're wanting to build a crit team, she makes it easier. But if that doesn't really matter to you, and like you just want to be able to complete content, it's not like not having Tooth Fairy, you won't be able to complete content. Like, yeah, you'll be perfectly fine. Who am I looking for? Somewhere. Give me. Let me see if I can get this translator to work for my CN account. While we're yeah, I'm gonna stop recommending units to people. They'll start thinking their accounts are bricked without certain units. Yeah, like I realize I have to kind of like change my. I think I have to start changing my wording for some people because like, yeah, a lot of people like, and I'm not saying Cyberpunk you're starting anything, but like a lot of people are like thinking, okay, I don't have this character, my account is useless, so I might as well just not play the game or something like that. And it's like, no, it's completely fine. Like you can get away with not having, said character. And I just don't want people to have that pressure. I really don't. Um like my CN account doesn't have Tooth Fairy and I'm able to get through content, right? And I'm happy with my account. Um you could skip Tooth Fairy since you got Medicine Pocket, and so we can go for Pickles plus changing if you have Ecoin. Your main team is Centurion, Anna, and Lee, and Medicine Pocket. Yeah, if you already have like, okay, you know what? That's probably a good video idea, but like, if like, okay, what account can I use? Okay, so like my account, right? So let's look at, and I'm not like my spending, but like let's look at my probably my CN account is even a better one because it has Miss New Babel and stuff. But so we'll look at my account in terms of buffers and supports, right? Like just buffers and supports. So like Pickles is coming out. If people were to tell me Pickles is and this is if I were just a player, people's like Pickles is a must play. But I'm like, well, I have Anna and Lee who is a universal buffer as well. She's really good. I already have a reality debuffer that's also really solid, and then I also have Soneto that can work as well. So I have um 3 options to go into the support slot. In terms of like a healer, right? There's Sotheby and Lasource because I couldn't get Balloon Party for some odd reason. But like if I were to have Sotheby, Medicine Pocket, Balloon Party, like all of these, like Tooth Fairy is going to replace one of the healers. And I know a lot of people don't like the word replace, but that's what she does. And it wouldn't make sense for everybody, right? Same thing for like a DPS, right? Like, so if I weren't going for so let's say like Black Dwarf, right? Everyone's like, yo, you gotta save up for Black Dwarf. Black Dwarf is gonna be amazing. I'm looking at it here, was like, okay, I already have a mineral DPS. I already have DPS here, DPS here, DPS here, DPS here. Like, the characters become less and less of a quote unquote must pull because like if you already have the characters, like if you already have multiple characters in that slot, they're just an additional character, right? Like even if you were to tell me like I don't know, even if you were to tell me like, okay, if I already had Centurion and you're to tell me that Melania is better than Centurion, but the thing is that like I already have Centurion, I can already clear most of the content with Centurion. So Melania isn't a must pull, right? Because I can clear most things. Same thing like if Black Dwarf was a must pull, well I already have Eternity, and with Eternity I can clear most things. So like same thing with Tooth Fairy. With Tooth Fairy, if you already have Medicine Pocket, Balloon Party, Sotheby, you can already clear most things. It's just Tooth Fairy just does different things. So it's just definitely your opinion. No, you don't need P2. I mean, well, like even saying like, okay, well, yes, changeling is a. I mean, I guess like saying like that's all I'm saying. Like me as a creator, I'm trying to change my must pull because like if you get Sotheby, it makes sense to get like it's more of like it makes way more sense to get um said character, right? Like so getting changeling if you already got Sotheby, it makes sense. But some people probably got Sotheby because she was there and not necessarily thinking about Poison Team. You know what I'm saying? Like some people just probably got her because they're like, oh, this is a cool character. I just want to use her, and never really thought of like, oh, like now I have to get said character. Um, and that's just how it happens. Like some people just summon for a character just because they're on the banner. Because like people have been asking me like, yo, I have Sotheby, do I get Changeling? Well, there's some other people who are looking at like meta and stuff. There's a lot of casual players, so like I have to kind of change like my wording. Just again as a content creator, because people are like paying attention to what I say, because like in a way I could say on my CN account, from playing 37 on my CN account, it's like, yo, what's good, PGR? On my CN account, I could say something like, oh, 37 is a must pull because 37 helps you with tanky teams. And she has Genesis damage, no one else has that, so you must pull her. But like then again, you don't have to have her. Like, right? Like, you don't have to have 37. As much as I love 37, like, she's not, you don't have to have her. You can definitely get away without using her. This game can do great in the fact that you can do content without getting to specific power creep banners like every other gotcha game. Best game. Yeah, like I mean that's a great thing, right? Like the fact that you don't have to have the best units in the world to be able to like complete a lot of content. It is really good. I think that's a great feature. Well, not feature, but like just a great thing about the game. You've been so busy, you missed 6 days of dailies in May of my streams. Y'all pitch out, bro. It's all good, man. I know you'll be able to catch up. Yeah, the poison team is gonna be fun. I got like a little bit of a I got a little bit of a sneak peek to it because of the UTTU. Okay, I think CN is doing a CN is doing something. Just can't go on my screen. Turn collection to Work with your father, so sorry if you miss your stream more often. Hey, bro, it's all good, dog. It's all good, man. It's all good. Eternity's gonna stay at I2 for long because you're gonna I3 Bloom and she requires red apples. Yeah, I've been like I finally I3'd Sotheby right after the stream. I think. Yeah, right after the stream I I3'd my Sotheby. I just have her at level 1. And mainly because like, you know, I'm really excited for Poison Team. I was like, yeah, I need to go ahead and do this. Probably gonna do it for PQ and Bloom as well. But like Eternity, Charlie, like Ann and Lee, Juvis, and Tyrion, like all these other characters are probably gonna stay IT level 50. Just because like I want to make sure like my main team is done. Banner characters that have like an event that boosts up their stat their if if the events give like, you know, materials that allow me to boost up a character like this, then I'll do things like I did for Melania. But other than that, like I'm not going to be doing what I did for Melania for everybody like right away because it's just expensive as hell. Would I3 Eternity, I3 Vicurion, I3 Sotheby, and I2 Sinnoh be good for Utu? Yeah. Um, it seems like you have I mean, like, I don't even have an I3 team for the first Utu I did, and like I was kind of just getting through it. I think it'd be fine. So, man, to check your Discord messages. And a P5 Sotheby. Yo, June, thank you for the follow. There we go. New game plan. You said P5 Sotheby, save to 1.4 for 37. Then same for the new Beast reality unit. I'll probably have follow-up attacks. And get star. Oh, the new units? So you're gonna summon 1.2, 1.4, and 1.5? Okay. I haven't seen the new units. I gotta look at them. You spent all your clear drops and got nothing and barely got the balloon party you needed. Yo, Pidgeot, bro. I've used quite a bit of summons and haven't gotten balloon party, so I'm right there with you. Yeah, I need to get a video out. But it's just been, it's hard being a content creator and having a life. It's really difficult. Especially when your kid is sick. Yo, let's check it out. Yeah, this is the video unavailable. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Let me mute this. I need to change my stream settings. I got all my screens now. Like, but I gotta set up my settings and stuff properly. All right. So this is the 1.5 PV Revival Uluru Games. So somebody said I guess it's Australian themed. I think Fire Monkey. Yeah. So let's go ahead and check it out. It's gonna be our reaction to while we're here live on stream. Ooh, and I bet I have the volume muted. Look at that. All right, we're gonna have to start this over. Start it over. Everybody say hi, YouTube. All right. What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux. Here we are, live on stream. We're gonna be looking at the 1.5 PV Revival Uluru Games. People were saying it's gonna be Australian themes. We're gonna go ahead and check it out over here live. I'm really excited for this because 1.4 was a pretty big banger. Loved it. So I'm hoping that 1.5 can definitely stay up to the hype. So let's go ahead and check this out and see what we got coming up. Ooh.
It's one of the Arcanist lineages. A rare kind, Miss Spathadia.
Spathadia?
Based on the past cases, you will eventually become yourself again. The old self. What you saw in your mind were not illusions, but memories from your past self.
I remember it now. Under the starry sky, on the scorching sand, countless Arcanists ran like a herd of beasts. Gosh, they're all in my head. That's the only sport stadium built for Arcanists! And I was the first priestess of Uluru ever!
I don't think any Arcanist would say no to witnessing the revival of the once magnificent games.
A junior student from Melbourne. An old soul, a reincarnator. What's her attitude and what will she do? Please, find out with me!
Come on, Flammy. Let's light up the Uluru torch.
Oh, yo. Definitely has powers of fire. Okay.
In the future,
I like the music.
I think I will continue to hold the Uluru Games. Maybe I'll grow too old to run one day, but Ulu and the games will always be there for everyone.
It's her iTunes.
Come on, this is the one punch! Seeing stars, time to go all out!
Okay.
Yeah, and witness my
Okay.
Recently,
I like that.
I've been dreaming of the days back in my hometown. Pat and Kosciuszko went all the way to the rainforest in Queensland. I have come to an even wider pine forest.
Whoa.
There are a lot of new mushrooms to collect. The field work went smooth. I look forward
There's
to
a
our next
plant unit?
cooperation.
Oi, you with the suitcase. Do you know how I can get a job here? Looks like they pay their employees well. You folks never stop coming up with new scams. No cheat, no eat. Heard that before?
5-star. She look kinda good.
This is what we call the hammer of justice.
Ooh, a healer.
The fire brings down weeds in the field.
Oh, she's a
and the
5-star.
rain as the seeds germinate. The circle of life is thus completed.
Mineral.
Blaze! The wheel of flames! The shower of sparks!
Wow. Yo, Dolly Clatter get a skin. Hey, yo, that's a good skin for DK. If anyone doubted that she was a woman, bro, she definitely a woman in that skin. Yo, that's a dope skin for Pavia. The character stories. All the DK characters. Events. The bosses again. Oh, they get the boss from 1.1. New UTTU. So yeah, every patch is gonna have UTTU, which is really nice. So second half. Wow. Okay.
Hold on, what you need an extra?
Oh snap! It's my Ace Bay. I'm glad I'm not I'm glad I'm not streaming. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't recording that. But okay. Okay. Yo, someone said Hashibe no like, yeah. Are we catching up with CN? No. No, we're not catching up with CN. Okay, so let me turn this down a little bit. Siberia said finally stop disrespecting your P5 ability by I3ing her. Look here, Siberia. Stay out of my account.
I'm like a herd of beasts. Gosh, they're all in my head.
Okay. So
Come on, Flammy. Let's light up the Allura torch.
So what's really crazy is I thought Spathadia, I thought she was gonna be kind of like, so she's gonna be a beast character. I thought she was gonna be kind of like mid, but her ult, bro, and then her I2 kind of really showed that she likes to throw them hands. I didn't think she was gonna throw hands like that, bro. Like, but my favorite, this right here, bro, I was not expecting the manga like change. Like, I was not expecting that. Like that right there got me so hyped. And I was just like, oh wow. So now I thought she was gonna be Plant, but she's gonna be Star. I don't know what's going on with her, but she has like mushrooms, some liquid here. So I'm like, is she gonna be a new poison unit? Like a different element for poison? Because like she has like all of this going on. Yeah. Joe, yeah, usually people with mushrooms either like heal or debuff in some way. Because mushrooms are not actually plants. This is true. If you really want to get it's a boy, by the way. Oh, okay. Oh, I can hear it. Okay. So my bad. So he seems like he's gonna be a poison unit or something like that. And then we got new 5-star that y'all were like, some of y'all were kind of all over her. I think her name is, it has Desert Flannel here, but this is gonna be a beast character. That's her name? Flannel? Okay. Then we have, yeah, a mineral 5-star coming. Lily, a fire element. Ulu. So obviously, bro, you got Darly out here getting some drip. So it seems like the lower rarity characters are gonna be getting the free skins, right? From what I can see, like because like LaSource was last patch. They gave Apple one in UTTU, so And then, not gonna lie, DK looking pretty pretty spicy in this one, for a couple reasons. But you know, y'all can discuss that. You got Tooth Fairy out here, you know, for some people looking kind of spicy for whatever reasons that you want to say. Now this is a Pavia one. Pavia, he's getting love too. So it's for everybody. A lot of people like Pavia. It looks pretty cool. And then character story. So we get a character story on her. This is the event. And then this is going to be for the other character, the second half. This is always going to be 2 halves of the event. DK and Eric are going to get their character story, kind of like what I've been doing now. So you get like, so in those, you get like some background to their character. So if you really care about lore of characters, these are really cool. These are really cool. We got more events. Yo, login rewards? Yo, what's crazy is for 1.4, they gave us 20. They gave us 20 summons, right? So every day we log in, we get summons. And they're doing it again for wait, 11:30. So at the end of the month, so I guess, all right, so I have to, okay, so yeah, it's gonna happen the same time. So I will be getting her throughout the day, like, because she's guaranteed. Because my mind was trying to tell me to go for a portrait on 6, and it didn't answer. So I'll be getting her guaranteed because I got medicine pocket. So we will be trying her out and seeing what she's like. I'll probably start trying to farm just some stuff up to prepare for her, but I'll be getting her day 1. You want a hug?
Yeah.
Did you hurt yourself? Did you hurt your head?
Yeah.
When did you do this? At school?
Yeah.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, that hurts.
Okay, well, go lay in bed. You sick? Okay. Um. And what else am I trying to think? Okay, so yeah, so then giving an extra summon a day. It's not bad because this is on top of what we get daily. So last batch was 20, not including the event and stuff like that. This one's gonna be 14. So not bad. I mean, they're giving out summons and stuff. And then these are the 3 bosses that they had in the 1.4. Well, they had, yeah, 3 bosses, and I think one of them was the like chick with her head cut off, and then these 2. But now they have the 1.1 guy, so it seems like they're cycling those. And then UTTU, you get to run back UTTU. So a couple of people were asking, like, how often is UTTU gonna be? UTTU is gonna, I said it's like the second half of each patch, and this is just showing it even proof to it. So the first half of the event, you can chill, and the second half, that's where you got your UTTU. So. Oh, Bonkai looking boss. Yeah. I think everything is looking pretty pretty good for the game. Just in terms of what they're giving out. Am I supposed to keep my eyes on your eyes, mommy, when you have your sunglasses? But oh, giving you the feel good. Yeah, my daughter, like I said, she's sick. She's sick. Yeah, everything is looking pretty good. Samurai, how good is 6? Um, I think 6 is a good character for the fact that he's a okay. So 6 is not 6 is like a support, right? Slash DPS at P0. I think that the fact that he's intellect, right? Or he doesn't take a lot of bonus damage from the enemies, but like there's a lot of times where you fight like spirit characters, right? And so he'll have the advantage. Usually, and if not, he can use the Psy Cube that gives him the extra Afflatus advantage, right? But he has Gamba, but he can purify debuffs on your allies. So like if you're silenced or something like that, he can take that away from your DPS character or anything, which so he cleanses debuffs. Also being able to debuff characters, which he has a pretty solid like array of like debuffs that he can add to DPS. I think it's really nice. And he can even put on cure, so he can be like a sub healer or whatever. And then his ult, if you're running a debuff heavy team, his ult scaling is the highest scaling thing I've seen in the game. Especially with portraits, which gives him the strongest ult period. But I think for the fact that he works like similar to, he kind of works like how like a lot of the supports are, right? Like the supports, most of the supports have like really strong ults that are like make them kind of like DPSs, like Shemaine, Bjorn Bloom, now 6, you know, like even in a small way, Soneto, Anan Lee. Like they have these like really good, like crazy ults that do a lot of damage while they're also a support. So they can be sub DPSs. I think he kind of adds to that. But he is like a he has like a Gamba character, right, where he gives random buffs and he gives like random debuffs. But the cleanse is really strong and his ult's really strong. If you so like if you're a free to play, if you were to save and you got a 6 and you got P1 to kind of what you're saying, Pidgeot, like P1 gives him like it gives him 100%. I don't even know why I'm trying. I can just look it up. I can just look it up. It's right here. So like P1 on him, whenever he gets up to 5 or more stacks on his ult versus 6 or more, right? So it's like a big change for him, which I still might get P1. I'm not sure. But I really don't want to ruin I don't know if I want to get P1 on 6 because I don't want to ruin Spathity being able to get her guaranteed. I think she'll be much more fun. But either way, it gives him at 5 or more stacks he consumes this, and he increases the ult's damage by 100% for every stats down negative status for control. So any debuff from like a poison to like whatever using Bjorn or whatever, this gets 100% extra. So that's 400% on top of an ability that's already at 700%. So that's an 1100% attack right off the bat. It's already at 850 where it's at. So like it's just kind of really crazy. Like so it's really easy to get the 4 stacks. It's so easy to get 4 stacks. It's really easy to get 4 stacks because his ability, just one of them, it gives inflicts 2 effects on it, right? And if Eureka is at 4 stacks or less, increase it by +1. If you get this at If you have this level 2, if your Eureka's at 4 or less, increase by like +2. And then whenever you put your debuffs, it prioritizes debuffs the carrier doesn't already have. So like it's super easy to get the stacks. Like he prioritizes debuffs, and that's not counting other debuffs that your other characters might have. It's really easy to get those 4 stacks. So he'll work on Poison Team. Yeah, he's one of the characters that I've been saying can work on the Poison Team as like a 4th person. So like, my casual brain doesn't understand the thing. Basically, like if you have a debuffing team, he will be able to utilize that for power and get more damage. Yeah, and that's, well, so what's funny is that the newer characters, so the newer characters have like a little bit, well, I wouldn't say they're like, okay, hold on. Let me try to get my words together because I have like 5 thoughts. So the newer characters have a little bit more complicated things. Not really complicated, but like they have a little bit more intricate things going on with their kit. Where they're like especially 1.4 specifically. Like you have the characters in their kit and they do things, right? But then also it's like, oh, the 1.4 characters specifically have stacks that they get that can buff up their abilities, right? So like 37, for instance. 37, she's like, okay, I can give a mass buff to all my allies and give my allies plus 10% attack for each stack on my ult. And then I also give myself enlightenment to where I give 100% extra damage to each incantation I do, right? And she gives 2 stacks of this. But then she also gives herself 2 extra additional Eureka. And then you're like, okay, what is Eureka? Eureka is the bar that's under her health, that's above her Moxie. That's another bar to gain. So you're not just gaining Moxie, you're also gaining Eureka. And then your abilities give you Eureka, but then she also does Genesis damage. So you're like, oh, okay. So like she does not just regular damage, she does Genesis damage, which is true damage that goes through defenses and stuff. She has a AoE ability that does Genesis damage and gives her sturdiness, right? So she's able to make herself tanky. And then on her Insight 1, after using an incantation, you gain a stack of Eureka. So now you don't have to only rely on this ability or the ult. Now just doing an incantation period will give it. If you have allies that have a follow-up attack, she also gets Eureka. So then you're like, okay, I want to build a team where 37 has a follow-up character. And then if she gets 5 stacks of that Eureka, she does a follow-up attack, supplementary, I just butchered that word. It's early for me still. But she does a follow-up attack, and it does AoE damage for 40%. So you want to cycle her follow-up attack by gaining as much Eureka as you can. And then you get to Insight 3, and you're like, oh, snap. She can now crit all of this Genesis damage that she does, right? And so then the portraits, if you compare portraits for some of these later characters, it doesn't just do, like, and I can compare this, actually. So let's look at like a character, like everyone's favorite waifu, Centurion. So if you notice the portraits for characters, 1, you can already tell the text is completely different. But a lot of the characters that are here now, it does kind of the same thing. Increase the scaling of an ability, increase the scaling of the skills, and probably increase the scaling of the ult, right? So like if we look at someone even more simple, Lilia. Here goes Lilia. Lilia increases the scaling of the ult, the abilities, her leech rate, and then her ult. Like it's very simplified, right? Versus this increases her Insight 3. Now she goes from having 20% crit rate when she starts to fight to 40%. This increases her follow-up attack. This changes to 3 layers with her ult. So now she gets 3 stacks of Eureka on her enlightenment. It changes the it changes the follow-up damage, and now it increases the amount of layers that you get, right? If you go to Black Dwarf is more of a DPS character. On her portraits, right? It's even more text. Now she gets up to 4 stacks. And then now her ult can give her 3 stacks. And then when the stacks are removed, you get spell empowerment for 3 rounds. And then now when you do your stacks, you get 9% for each stack versus the 6%. And now you get 9% on this leash rate for this. And then now you can get up to 4 stacks of this and you get extra skill power. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's slightly more complicated. So like, but like that's what portraits are doing later on. But if you were to judge every character at base, right? So if we were to judge every character at base, all of these characters are comparatively still somewhat in line with each other. And it's like, and that's why like when people talk Melania, people only talk Melania like from global, from what I've seen, people are only talking Melania from P2 versus like P0. And it's like, well, you can't compare a P2 for a character for everything else just because you got P2, right? You have to look at every other character if they were to have P2, but like Melania's P2 is stronger than most of the standard characters because it actually helps her kit in a way versus just like slightly upping some damage. So like at P0, everybody's like, there's not really power creep until you start going into portraits, which is hard to start talking about portraits. But let me see what you guys are saying. Compared to Eternity's portraits only increases damage. 1.5 Boxer Girl 2000 ult at P5. Yeah, newer characters have better, like, yeah, newer characters have like more elaborate portraits, basically. 37's P1 is also crazy. 40% crit rate. Are you kidding me? Yeah, my 37 has an insane amount of crit rate just for entering the battle. I am Rivenous. Yo, what's good, Rivenous? I hate the wording in portraits. Why change it to 60% instead of saying additional plus 15? So I'm trying to understand, since you need to know or look up the usual value. Yeah, it is a lot more like complicated. Yeah, before non-portraits, dupes was a good thing about the game, but later patch, this doesn't seem true anymore. Well, that's the thing, is like, that's why like for most of the characters, like I want to keep them like at a P0 level, because like for testing and stuff, P0 is better. Like for Melania, like I could have definitely like tested her at like P2 and stuff like that and gotten the P2. But like then I lose people, because like P2 is kind of like, a lot of people spent their last on their like gems and stuff, and now they're like, well, I got Melania, so now I'm gonna try for P2 Melania and hope I can save for Tooth Fairy. And I'm like, I don't know, bro, because like because I don't know if that's gonna happen for you. Yeah, exactly. How would you rate 6? Actually, I really want to get him. He has a good ability to support, but I don't have any extra resources to cultivate him, which will result in him not being played for a long time. With 6 on CN, I use 6 with see, my account is weird. So I use 6 with 37, which like they both, like, they technically really don't go together, because like they're but like they oddly can work together in a weird way, because like 6 can buff her, and then like she could just do more things to give survivability, but like they're both working together to power up my Lilia right now in UTTU. So I've been using like 4-man content. I've been doing a lot of 4-man content with 37, 6, Balloon Party, and Lilia. And like 6 just be there. Right? 6 will buff them and give them like either extra damage, extra survivability, the cure, and stuff. And then whenever I debuff with him, it just ups the damage for like Lilia. If I'm doing a 3-man team, it's still going to be Balloon Party 37 and Lilia. But if I were to make a team off of 6, I really don't have like a lot going on because I don't have any poison characters. And so like the only major debuffing character I have on my account with 6 is like either Baby Blue or Bjorn Bloom. Which being that 6 is a mental damage character, I'd probably rather use Baby Blue or even like Diggers, right? Like Diggers is a debuff, but then like I would have to still get a healer. So like 6 is weird because like I don't really know where I want to put him as a support because I don't have poison. If I were to take my global account and have like like if I were to do like Changeling 6 and Sotheby, I think that would be a really cool team, right? But would it be stronger than Changeling, Bjorn Bloom, and Sotheby, right? That's the thing. I don't know if it'd be stronger, but like 6, uh, well, 6 would probably make up for the damage because his ult scales harder than Bjorn Bloom's, right? His ult scales harder than hers, but Bjorn Bloom gives a bigger debuff. So it's kind of like that. It's the same thing like if you're doing a Tooth Fairy 37 Lilia team, it's like, is a Tooth Fairy 37 Lilia team better than a Tooth Fairy Bjorn Bloom and Lilia team? It's like, well, I don't know, but 37 can make up for the damage that Bjorn Bloom would like debuff. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good, Perjury? Yo, what's good, homie? Mariano. I don't know if the game will get harder, but right now with the current difficulty, going for copies seems like a waste. Well, it's not that going for copies isn't necessarily a waste. You know, you can do what you want to do, but it's not necessary. Like that's the thing. Like it was not necessary for me to complete Limbo with P2 Melania. Like I did it with P0. It like the game just gets easier, essentially. Question is she thick though? There was when we were looking at Fresh before you got here. But again, there's multiple again with what I said, there's just I mean, right now there's just multiple ways to run a team. Like you know, which is nice. There isn't like a end all be all team for everything. You can definitely run different teams, which I like about this game. But I also do think because I was talking to Rivenus about this, the game does kind of require you to invest into a lot of units, being that the content that they throw at you, like with UTTU and stuff like that, changes up so much that if you've invested so hard into one team, you could end up being stuck in some content as well. Just talking about like how UTTU just requires you to kind of like change up your units at times. Like you just can't. Some stages you just can't brute force your way. You have to think about it. You got to have a little bit of thinking. All right, Samurai, you have a good one. So without pickles, what's the Black Dwarf team comp? You just use any buffer like Anon Lee or Soneto, because those buffers have 2 turns for their buffs, right? So like you would just prep it as like, okay, so let's say I wanted to have Black Dwarf like ult and use some skills or whatever. You would just like for one turn you would just buff up and everything, and then the next turn you just use Black Dwarf skills. You just kind of go like every other turn with some of the characters, especially like just refreshing the buff, just like Pickles just has a little bit longer time with his buff, but like you can definitely use other characters that just do every other turn. So wait, is that true? Wait, Pickles is... Oh, someone said Pickles is 2 days away. I was like, 2 days away sounds quick. Yeah, she is a very solo based character. She does like being on her own. I like being in global, you can plan your teams and pools so well. Did you choose Fairy to come with a source of struggling? Yeah, I will say like for CN, I mean I literally have no idea who's coming out. So things are different. But that's why I do like playing CN, because when it comes to okay, so CN is still doing an update. I can't play it. But when it does come to CN, like I can tell you guys like what's being shown. So like the new character, she's gonna be a beast character, right? For 1.5. So some people might be like, oh darn, why is CN dropping another beast character? But like for them, their last beast DPS was in 1.1. So like now it's gonna be 1.5. So four, like what, like yeah, like 4 updates later, they're putting a beast DPS. So like some people might skip her if they already have a Centurion and they already have a Melania. They're gonna be like, ugh, I can't get her. 46 national sounds quick. Oh yeah, it's definitely quick. Yeah, 1.1 got really sped up, and that's also why I can't do P2 Melania, because like I knew Pickles was coming really quick. I was gonna ask you about 1.5. It looks crazy. Yeah, 1.5 seems like it's gonna be as big of an update as 1.4. It's gonna have all of the cool and fun stuff. Daryl Green, your Sotheby isn't cutting it in the healing department? I got the level 10 one, Rivenus, but I didn't get the 20 and above ones. Or are you talking about here? If you're talking about in global, I didn't get the level 40 one. I got the others. But somebody said, your Sotheby isn't cutting it in the healing department. Okay, so I'm gonna say this about Sotheby. Aside from the fact that I have a P5 Sotheby. So just ignore the P5. Just pretend it's not there. Just ignore this V. If you get the Psy Cube, right? So where when you're throwing out a debuff, this is extra heals. If you use her heal properly, pre-heal, you have to, like, when the fight starts, let me see.
Good.
Where can we go? Is this a good fight?
Let's have a party then.
And I know I'm terrible because I'm using like a whaley looking team. But like when you start out the fight, you have to pre-heal with Soth, right? For her to be effective. But then you also have the debuff that can also be a heal for you as well. So like and you have to keep refreshing this. And then if you want to burst heal, then you have her ult. So the thing about Sotheby is she's really great, but you have to make sure to like you have to cycle a lot of AP to her in a way, like because she wants to constantly like do a turn. Like you don't use her like when you need a heal, you use her before you need a heal. So, and that's just like how I pretty much play her. So like this first turn, like I don't really attack because like I'm just doing like a bunch of like just buffing and stuff like that.
I trickled the ingredients this time.
And then this next turn, so now I have my 2 heals. Of course, I take my damage and everything like that. Like now I'm healed up, right when my turn starts. You have to build that way. And of course, you got to boost her attack. You want to build her resonate. Like she wants a little bit higher resonate. She wants higher attack because that improves like just everything in her kit. But you just got to utilize it that way. No, I don't think Global is gonna catch CN. You don't have, well, you don't have to I3 her though, because like I got through a lot of content with her being I2. I just I3'd her, like off stream. Like that was the first time anyone's ever seen my I3 Sotheby. I haven't had her I3 like at all. Now I have her I3, and now she's an even better healer. But like this is the first time the world has literally seen Lucky's I3. So if you don't I3 her, you're using her wrong. It's not that you're using her wrong. It's just that you're using her like full potential. Oh, you have Resonate 8? No, Resonate 8 it's fine. Well, I3 Sotheby, okay, well, so technically, right? The way you look at it, if you I3 the character, then they get better stats, so it allows this to have a higher value. Does it increase it directly with I3? No, it just, the cure status is just, yeah, or immediate. Eddie Jonathan asked if I want to roll. Well, are you talking about like for characters? Well, I wanted to roll on CN, but now that new character is coming, I kind of want to see what the new character in CN is like. A free-to-play should absolutely raise up yearning desire to max. Wait, Heraldry said, so I think it's good to build a 5-star in parallel if you can amplify it. Team building chat. I mentioned it this morning. What'd you say? You'll get a burst on top of the heal at the beginning of the round. Oh, okay. You're talking about Sotheby. Oh, you're talking about 5-star. Oh, Heraldry. Okay, so you're talking about the 5-star Psy cubes. So I also talked about this with Riven and Kaki. So people don't like when you can replace like people. Okay, hold on. How do I put this? People don't like investing into something if it's gonna be replaced, right? So rabies. I made a video talking about like if you want to have a poison team now, build rabies with Bjorn Bloom And then you have Sotheby, and that's a poison team, right? This is a poison team if you want to have a poison team. But then people are like, okay, well, why would I raise up why would I rate up Rabies if I'm going to replace it with Changeling, right? And I'm like, well, I mean, that's definitely an option for you if you want to do that. But I'm like, if you want to run a poison team and have a poison team to run with Sotheby and have a team, that's what you can do. It's just different options. Otherwise, you're just waiting, right? And then you're just using and like leveling up some other character. Yearning Desire only. Well, that's just, I mean, the same thing with the 5-star. Like, even if it's just Yearning Desire, right? People are thinking, okay, well, I don't want to level up. Not this one. People are like, I don't want to level up this because they're like, oh, I'm just gonna get rid of it. But like for like, I like this one though. To what you're saying, I do like this one because like I have debuffing. Like every single one of my teams has a debuffer, pretty much. So this one makes sense. And in CN, they give out the amplifies like for 5 stars too. Most people only have 2 6-star Psych Cubes. Well, yeah, that too. Like it ain't easy getting Psych Cubes, honestly. It's because of the fact that they're going to it's because of the fact that they're wanting to put everything into the Psych Cubes that they have. Again, like people want to put everything into the 6-star that they have. So if I were to tell you like, oh, this one's actually really good to level up and invest, they're like, okay, well, no, because like I'm gonna put everything I have into the 6 stars I have. Like, so people just work that way. Resilient Knight, when patch 1.5 really spoils us. Yeah, patch 1.5 looks nice. Yo, what's good, Peter? Takes a long time for you to play to gather enough gluttony for 6 stars. There's only 2 months of farming to max Yearning Desire. Well, I think it's because a lot of people are...
Good.
Let me see.
Newspapers and TV channels would never miss out on any...
A lot of people are taking this material and doing like, you know, what I was doing, and they're using this to level up their Psych Cube here. But like also, I mean, let's be honest, I try not to get into... I personally try not to get into like making content on like telling people how exactly to use it. I try to tell people like where they can use it, because like at the end of the day, like if I wanted something like I'm gonna buy this pack, right? Like, let's just be honest, I spend money in the game, so like if there's a resource here that's available in the pack, like I do it. One, because I make content. Like, how am I ever gonna keep up like by leveling up all of this stuff, like if I don't have some sort of help? Because like I've leveled more characters than I should on my account, and I have to get Psych Cubes for them all. I have to get resonance for them all. So the same thing with my Psych Cubes, like I just do things differently. But yeah, like within being a free-to-play player, you should absolutely look at what's possible for you. So if Yearning Desire is something that makes sense for you, then yeah, because Incantation Might is strong. Amplification, where you get extra damage dealt on stats down. If you're playing this game, if you look at Yearning Desire, if you have a Pure and Bloom, a Baby Blue, if you have any one of these characters, typically you are going to have a debuffer or like some sort of like poison or something on them. There's no reason not to use it. It upgrades your Psych Cube. Hold on real quick, guys. It's the wife.
Newspapers and TV channels would never miss out.
Does it work with Eternity? It says any stats down or negative stat. Oh, well, you know what? It doesn't have. What's the other one called? Hold on. Yeah, because it's not a control, so it's a stat. Any stats down or negative status. So like a negative status would be the wound debuff that lowers the amount of healing. So that'd be a negative status. Let me look at some of the lineups. Also use 5-star side cubes that aren't. Wait, Daryl Green. Any advice on Limbo 6 Part 2? You're using Sotheby, Baby Blue, Melania. How'd you use your medicine pocket on the previous stage? Limbo Part 2? Is that Forget Me Not? What boss is Limbo 6 Part 2? I can't remember. Do you have any recommended mats that we need to hoard as early as? I mean, hoarding. I mean, I think you should definitely. I wouldn't say necessarily hoard, but like if there's a character you're looking for. Okay, so for instance. If there's a character that you're looking for, like some of you are wanting, like some people have already farmed for Tooth Fairy, right? Like you can just utilize, you don't only have to use Pridwin, but like just utilize this and just pre-farm for your characters. Like if you're gonna summon for a character in the future, just pre-farm if you are unsure of what to farm for, right? Of course, there's events and stuff like that happen, but that's that's up to you. If you would rather, if you're not sure what to farm, you can pre-farm for characters, or you can say, well, I'll just wait till the event comes. It's totally up to you how you want to do it. But like, you know, if you're wanting to use a character day one, you pre-farm. If you don't care about using the character day one, then you can just wait for the event and get this stuff like typically a lot easier. But as of hoarding and like just farming, like just kind of randomly, I'd say at least farm with a plan. One with the piano. Oh, Forget Me Not. I used La Source. I used La Source, Melania, and Anna Lee because I kept stunning. I stunned Forget Me Not, and then I used La Source to empty his Moxie. And then I also had Melania empty his Moxie. And I just kept doing a bunch of Moxie manipulation and stuns to where he never ulted me. And then that's how I beat it. But I had to clear the other units, though, as well. So you have to clear his other units and then fight him. But you got to do a lot of... I did a lot of Moxie manipulation. All right, Pidgeot. Like the... Perjury, tell me why you get a secret phone booth and you get all the wilderness theme packs that boost me to 1894 get bigger. Yo, I didn't know about that, Perjury. I'm about to look into that. Just realized the game's pretty much boring without waifus. Kind of regretting building a meta one despite how good they are. Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you go for waifu over meta. Unfortunately, Eddie, because like most of the characters in this game are like pretty decent. Like so like if any one of these characters here are your waifu, like they're really good at these DPS characters. Like if someone were to tell you like, oh, like let's say Lilia was your waifu, but everyone's like on tier lists and stuff, they're like, oh bro, don't go for Lilia, bro. Lilia is just fine. Lilia is just fine. In fact, very easy to use. I think Lilia is a very simple character, and she's satisfying to use. But meta chasers would tell you don't build her. Like, same way, like, you know, everyone was like Centurion. A lot of people ruined their impression of the game because they rerolled so heavy for Centurion. when like one, I don't even use my Centurion because like I just didn't feel like it, and there's just other characters I really wanted to use, and I've like, you know, enjoyed them. I mean, hell, I started off using the Fool and Rabies in the game. Yeah, she does get that 1.4 skin. Exactly. I mean, most of my characters are usable, but community treats them like trash. Oh, well, yeah. But, like, bro, you just gotta ignore it, bro. Look, bro, my community here, I think, I'm gonna say this confidently, like, if you want to talk about using a team or, like, doing something unorthodox or, like, just having fun, bro, come to my Discord. Bro, there are people in my Discord who are like, bro, we're so random. Somebody has a literal Centurion Eternity with Melania, like sustain all DPS team. Like, bro, we do all types of weird teams over here, bro. And we're not toxic. Like I'm telling you, join the Discord up. We're pretty like chill. Like if you want to just do some unorthodox things, bro. Jux, it's hard to watch Scent all over and over again. Yeah, it is kind of. I couldn't imagine using only one character. It'd be a little much. Okay, what was I doing though? I leveled up Druvis. I got people to 40. I think I have quite a bit of like variety of characters. I think Sinetto is the next. I think I should level up Sinet. Well, I wanted to do Satsuki too. The main people seem like Koyo players. I don't see that word thrown outside of them. Oh, the main people seem like Koyo players. I don't see that word thrown outside of them. You could have both meta units that look amazing. Oh, Centurion main person. I mean, I think like I think Centurion kind of got like the same treatment as like Sealy, to where like, you know, people went really, really crazy over her. And like, so any talks of any other characters, like, okay, well, how do they compare to Sealy? Because like that's what when I was playing HSR, that's what it was until like, you know, Jinglu came out. But everything was like, does this character make Sealy better? Or does this character work with Sealy? Or is this character stronger than Sealy? Is Tooth a must-have for Lilia mains? She's not a like, okay, so Tooth Fairy, I won't say you have to have her. Like if you don't have her, your account is bricked. But Tooth Fairy makes life easier if you were using Lilia. Now is anybody comparable to Dan? Yeah. Dan or Jinglu, bro. Wonder if I can turn Eternity into a healer with second life. Yo, so you probably could. I think it's. Are you talking about for Honkai Star Rail? If you're talking this game, oh, I need to take off free to play because that's my girlfriend's account now. But you're talking about for Honkai, bro? I haven't played Honkai in so long. I haven't played the game in so long. Meta is nice and all, but at the end, if you don't even enjoy the game, so what's the point? Yeah, like that's like if me going for like, okay, for instance, if I were to I need to do these. So for instance, when I did this fight, I used the first time I beat it, I used the Fool
Allow me to prepare.
and Rabies. And we'll just put Melania back here just in case.
Give me 10 more minutes.
But like I enjoy all like of this team right here. I will make sure to cancel this because like the Fool is such a fun character. And this is not meta in the slightest. This is not meta. This is so far away from meta that there's probably people who are meta people who are like, oh, this just disgusts me because of how far away. But it's so fun because like I have a counter with the Fool. We got like poison. We got AoE with it, bro. It's so fun. Which is better, Pavia P5 or Charlie? Oh, Pavia P5 beats a P0 Charlie all day to Sunday. Turn-based game that allows bizarre team comps are good. Yeah, exactly. But like all of this like extra damage I get, this dot damage, bro, it's so fun. Like, oh my god, I did that wrong. Like I enjoy this a lot. And then the Fool out here can lower Moxie and stuff. It's a really good team. And it's just all a dot team. Let's do this again.
Lend you my ears.
It seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right?
When's the new Miss New Babel coming? Bro, I gotta level her up on my CN account. I'm really excited. Look at that, bro. And we all know that like the Fool is hands down one of the best characters. And then we gave the Fool her second life, so like he's just even better now. It's that itty bitty heal. Look at all that. All these attacks. You fool. Look at that. Just took 2,500. Like that, like this is satisfying. Even though it's slow, it's very satisfying to me seeing all of this. I don't know. I just enjoy it. Now, of course, could I have beaten it easier with like my IP characters? Like, yeah, sure. But like, I'll get there. Once I have my changeling and all that, like, I'll get there. I'm going to do these.
Nothing unexpected.
Yeah.
Tyson won't give up his friend.
The only downside is turn count fights. Then it's like, nah, I gotta do better.
It seems to be mixed up. This should be fine, right?
A world boss? No. Not exactly a world boss, but there will be boss content. And I say no on the world boss because a world boss is typically like something that's like kind of co-op centered. But there will be bosses for us to fight in events and stuff. There are in CN right now. I'd love to show my CN content, but CN is doing an update. And wait, is it up? Still doing an update. World boss go for you, but raid isn't. I mean, raid is still. I'm thinking of world boss because like I was because of Diablo 4 with the world boss, but raid is also co-op content. Oh, are you getting this from? It's cool that the game has tons of viable comps, not just meta. Oh yeah, like the comps are amazing. Like I got through. Let me see. Like my first team that I had, like I got through Surface with like literally the Fool on my squad with Eternity and I think of course yeah Sotheby And then I used La Source, Ann Lee, and Melania, right? But like some of these 3-star characters are crazy. And bro, if y'all have seen in CN, I don't know if y'all have seen the live streams, but like I'm getting beat up by Alien T and Sputnik, dog. Like Sputnik's disarm and silence with the counter, lowering my moxie, and then you got Alien T with the counter, doing the ult to disarm and silence, bro. It is the worst team, bro. Like, I hate it. Skill issue, bro. Nah, man. Because it's Alien T, Sputnik, and Voyager, and it's annoying. It's so annoying. It's a full counter team with Alien T doing the taunt, bro. Like, nah, bro, get out of here. It's like a whole it's a whole space themed team. It's cool, but Jesus, bro. And then like, what was my first challenge? It was John Titter and Miss Radio. It was John Titter, Miss Radio, and Door. Yes. It was John Titter, Miss Radio, and Door. And bro, and John Titter was going crazy. Bro, like. Yeah. For this one, I see like literally no downside. So you get 1,080 gems, 400k, 200k, and then you get 3 i3 mats, 10 of these, 10, 40, yeah. Like this one literally has no downside. Yeah, this one's like quite amazing. Oh, I have my alerts turned off. I'm so sorry. Because every time I do a video, they be going crazy. Oh, here you go. Now you just need offers 10, 20, and 30. Let me see.
Oh, whoa, whoa. Watch out, mate.
Oh my god, my girl hasn't even logged in today. She's already ruining this account. Sad. Girl, claim your stuff. Anyways. Oh. So, wait, hold on. I don't mind spending $1. I'll just charge it to Riven. I'll tell Riven he owes me $1. Always, it's always a pain buying on this PC one. I don't save the information. Oh, so by the way, guys, I was gonna ask. I'm thinking of doing a giveaway again. Do y'all want monthlies or do y'all want monthlies or do y'all want battle pass? I'll probably do like maybe like 2 battle passes. Maybe I can maybe 2 battle passes. BP. All right, this account is no longer free to play. All right, this is the $10 offer. What's this? Yeah, so it's scam streamer. I gave it to my girlfriend already, so it's fine. It has her name and everything. So BP, or impactful for newer. But if you're desperate for pulls, then roaring. What do you feel about X? This man keeps popping up on your summons. Oh, well, so for that, you know what's funny? For the team comp that I was just talking about being full of counters, X is perfect for that. X dispels counters. So he has his uses, but like it's a niche character, so yeah. Yeah, no problem. Recommended side cube for Balloon Party. I mean, you do her second life because Balloon Party has a mass ult. Just give her some more healing. Honestly, do the next one. Oh my god, no.
Can I help
It's
you?
just like, yo, just do them all.
Sorry, your visit was not in my plan, so.
Yeah, I think so I mean, if I were to look at Battle Pass, it depends on what you like want. Like I think well, okay. You know what? Battle Pass. Well, I mean, someone could get I'll have to see because like for some people this Charlie skin means nothing. But then they're like, oh, I get the gluttony and I get all this stuff down here. So it gives you more like, would you say like more rewards, like more like stuff for progression? But like, yeah, like if you want more summons, the roaring is like much more beneficial because you get, I mean, you get a candy every day. You get candy every day, and if you, and then you get 90 gems a day. 15 pulls versus a lot of resources. Yeah. I guess it depends on how, like, I guess it depends on how valuable do you see 15 pulls as, or a lot of resources, like a lot of resources that you couldn't normally get, you know, like anywhere else. Who should I level? Who should I level? Kind of want to level up my Satsuki for my Druvis team, but like I should also level up Sonetta. I haven't leveled up Tenet at all. Okay, so y'all say BP though. Okay, we can alternate it. What's about patience since the monthly takes a whole worth to fully benefit? Takes a whole month to fully benefit. Yeah, true. You can kind of instantly see the battle pass. But yeah, we can do battle passes. I can do battle passes. I mean, but the resources help me build a lot of my characters though without having to farm for it. Yeah, okay. So y'all like the battle pass. Okay. We'll do battle pass. That's fine. That's fair. We asked the people. The people have said. The people have spoken. And we will do battle pass. Hey, buddy, can you show us content of level 50? Show us the contents of the level 50 gift box? No. Because, I don't have it. Oh, thank you, Ribbon. I think the only level 50 person I saw was like this big whale. You're nearly 51? You whale. I already know you're a whale, Ribbon. It's okay. I don't compare my... What sounds does a whale make? You beat me to it. Oh, no. Yo, what's up, RX Code? Giveaway is best on... So, the giveaways are best on, Discord because, like, it's just easier for me to track it. Now, the problem is that, some people didn't claim theirs, or they were just too late, which is, hey man, you know, stuff happens. So I just had to redo it. And I got like 93 for the first one and 92 for the other. So like that was 20, like at the time I think it was like 25% of my Discord, because like I understand I have like dead members. Oops. I understand I have like dead members in my Discord because like it's just been growing and growing and growing. But like for the amount of people I have, let me see, how many people do we have now? Yeah, we have 522. So like a good amount joined. So like I see that as a decent amount because I started off with like less than 100 before we did all of this. So good amount of people joined. So it's just easy because I can't do a Twitch bot. And I can't do a YouTube bot, and I can't do like I don't want to do the comment section. I'd rather just do it in the Discord because it grows the Discord in a positive way. So, and it was just really easy. So, I prefer it. I prefer it in Discord. Yeah, Discord is a lot easier to control it. Just like I can see it does the entries for me. It does all of that. So, Like, and most people have Discord. I mean, if you don't have Discord, like, hey, you just don't have Discord, but most people have Discord. No, there were people who literally joined the Discord just to enter the giveaway. You don't have to be a member for a certain time. When is it? Let me see. So when does this banner end? So it'll be like, I want to do it so when this starts. So here, I can make it right now to give people time. Dang it. Duration. So it'll be 4 days. 15 hours. Well, will the game be up? It'll be around that same time. And so when the banner ends is when this will end. So, and we'll do, let me see, we're gonna do, can't spell, battle pass. How many do I want to do? I'll do 1,000. 3. Yeah, I'll do 3. There we go. So now you can enter it. Oh my god. Bro, y'all are wild. I feel like the game needs needs more male characters. Yeah, I could say that. I could see that. Which they have a few more coming. Everybody participates gets a VB. No. No. But I'll try to do more, that way people can you know, get a chance to win. You know. You feel dirty for joining? Well, I don't see, the thing is that most people who have joined the Discord have, like, sure, right? There is probably someone here who joined who literally just joined for the Discord, but like, I've had so much so many convos going on. People are talking about the game. People are generally curious. Like, it's been very helpful to a lot of people. Like, it's been very helpful to a lot of people. They've been able to make friends. Like, we've posted like different guides and stuff. You have like, where is this whale? You have people like I Am Rivenous who like flexes his like account. So like the Discord's helpful, but mainly like in the R99 section, like, right? We've just tried to help people. So like, if you want to utilize the Discord, you can. If you don't, you don't, right? So, but it's a place for people. Yeah, Riven out here is a kraken. It's okay though. I send the money. Whatever you do with the money is what you do with the money. If you don't use it for the BP, hey bro, if you want to buy yourself lunch, buy yourself lunch. Doesn't matter. I just send the money via PayPal. I send the money via PayPal. However you use it is how you use it. Yeah. I send straight cash. So, like, I don't care how you use it. I did my job. So, like, yeah, I just send the money. That US dollar strike. Oh, I thought I said Riven is a crackhead. No. He's a Kraken. I guess I can go without food for 2 weeks. Yeah. $10 to be $100 somewhere else. That is true. That is true. And I don't like lower the amount. Like, I think for when I did the $5 monthly, like, I think it was like 25% more for somebody in another country. So they just got more. Like, and I pay all the fees. It'd be hella fees, by the way. But like, I take care of all of that, but I stay true to it. I just send the money. So whatever. Yo, it's good, Ryan. What about taxes? Oh, well, I have to, I mean, that's a whole nother like thing, but yeah. Trying to fund the content. But yeah, like, I mean, as long as the, like, from the success of the channel and stuff like that and how everything's going, like, I can afford to do it without like starving myself, right? I don't want to put all my money into the community and then have none for myself, but like I can do it within reasonable means. So yeah. You know, I ain't out here doing $100 giveaways and all that. Like, you know, we ain't that big, which I did do that. I did for Tower of Fantasy. I did $200 giveaways, but like the streams were like crazy, and I got like tons of donos and stuff like that for that game, and we did $100 donations. So like, you know, like that isn't within my like heart to do, but like it just doesn't always happen. But I have done it. Yo, thank you, bro. Yes, I am engaged. I appreciate you, Brian. Yeah, so I always made the joke because like I did a $100 giveaway and it went to a free-to-play player, and dude was hella thankful because like, yeah, he got more gems than he would probably have gotten in a whole year as a free-to-play player. So like it happens. Hard thing for you since you're in the. Yeah, I appreciate you. I'm gonna be in here soon. Yeah, no. Funny about the time zone because Riven, Kaki, and I. You ruined his free-to-play account. You should feel bad instead. He cried not because of happiness, because I mean, look. However you want to use the money is how you, because I just send $100. However you want to use $100 in US dollar is what you want to do. But y'all was talking about time zone. So I woke up to Riven, I am Rivenous, and Cocky Gotcha were in a call. They're like, yo, Lucky, where you at? And it was like 7 a.m. my time. And yeah, so because we're planning this podcast, guys. We're gonna be putting out this podcast soon. It's just gonna be really early for me because they all live in different parts of the world. We're gonna be having some early morning podcasts, so be excited for that. So it's gonna be three R99 content creators making some content. We'll be able to talk about the game, say the game. Of course, we'll talk about like other things and stuff like that, but it'll be exciting. This is our first. Oh, bro, it's all good, dog. It's all good. It's all good. So just make sure y'all tune in, support the podcast. I know I'll be streaming it live. Riven will be streaming it live. We'll all be doing it, so you can tune in to whoever you want. We didn't want to really like just separate anybody from that, so you can tune in to whoever. It'll all just support the podcast. We really just want the podcast to grow. From there, and we'll try to guest and stuff like that. We'll try to get people as it grows and stuff like that. And so hopefully it's something that you guys like. And so like the same type of setup where like there's information that y'all want to know about, and there's different things. Like, so we have most of us have pretty extensive knowledge on like CN, and then there's like Riven, who Riven and Cocky are a lot smarter with the Excel spreadsheets and stuff than me. I don't like doing the math. I'll do it, but like I don't want to. So tune in, or Lex will ruin your free to play account. I will, bro. Shoot, man, with the $5 giveaways, I'm gonna ruin so many. I'm gonna ruin so many free to play accounts with the giveaways. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta take care of my sick child. She has a fever. It kind of went up to 100, so I gotta watch her. She's really sick, so gotta take care of that. But you guys have been awesome and amazing. Y'all tuned into this short kind of random stream, so I'll catch y'all later, guys.